With the holiday season approaching, no doubt there'll be many warnings issued to motorists about road safety. But most of them will focus on fatalities. And you know, even the most minor crash can spoil your holiday. A crash-free holiday should be the aim of every driver, but there are traps for the unwary. So this holiday message from Murcotts focuses on three key problems: fatigue and drowsiness, drink driving, and avoiding rear-end crashes. Here's Murcotts' management team talking about these risks.
This year, 5,000 women in Australia will lose their licences during the festive season for drink driving. It's easy to say it serves you right, but what about those who genuinely make a mistake? At Murcotts, we find that very few people understand the alcohol content of their drinks. They certainly don't understand the rate at which alcohol leaves the body. So let's have a look at standard drinks. 90 mils of wine, 30 mils of spirits, or a pot or midi of full-strength beer. In a perfect world, one of these would get you to a BAC of 0.01. And in that perfect world, it would take 1 hour to eliminate that drink and to get back to 0.00 BAC. But that's not how it works. In fact, many people, especially women, eliminate alcohol at a much slower rate.
So here's the dilemma. You've had a big night out, you're feeling the effects, and you decide not to drive. Good move. The problem is the next morning when you need to drive at 8 a.m, you may still be well over 0.05. So here's the important part. Your BAC is likely to be different each day. Counting your drinks does not always work, especially if someone is topping them up. And if you're drinking from a large wine glass, you're probably consuming more than one standard drink. And finally, women will always have a higher BAC than men. It simply comes down to a smaller liver, less body fluid to dilute the alcohol, and a range of other differences. Sorry, they're the facts. Remember, for women to stay under 0.05, no more than one standard drink per hour. Make a choice, either drink or drive, but don't do both.
Drowsiness is a big killer on our roads. It slows your reaction time, therefore taking you longer to stop the vehicle. It will also affect your ability to see the road ahead and to respond to hazards. Drowsiness is the zone between being awake and falling asleep, and microsleeps are the main risk and cause of many fatal crashes. Taking rest stops, breaking up the trip, and power naps are all helpful methods of dealing with drowsiness. However, the only true effective way of overcoming drowsiness is sleep.
Murcotts recently conducted a study of 2,000 vehicle crashes over a 3-year period. We found that 20% of these crashes involved the driver running into the rear of the car in front. In a number of these crashes, more than 2 vehicles were involved. These are all preventable crashes. If drivers simply looked ahead, scanning for hazards, and left a 2-second gap between their vehicle and the car in front, they would dramatically reduce the chances of being involved in a car crash. Remember to look up and stay back.
So I hope those messages help all drivers to have a crash-free holiday. And from all of us at Murcotts, I wish you a very safe and happy motoring Christmas.